Faktum är att vi har faktiskt sett förut. Första gången var 1992 på Berns. Julio, estoy encantada al tenerte aquí esta noche. Julio.
This is fun because I came to Sweden for the first time when I was your age. I mean, 22, 23 years old.
Thank you. Gracias. Ja, sen fick vi faktiskt vara lite på tu man hand. Och året var 1993.
Det är någonting nu. Va? Titti. Titti. Please, säg någonting nu till Farao Julio.
Is it happy, baby?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oj.
Oh. Please, son. Titta på mamma.
She's never even mentioned me. She's been
Julio, you are the symbol for women all over the world for amor.
For
But I
amor.
must ask you, who taught you the manners, the gentleman manners or behavior? Was that your mother or who taught you?
First, I'm not a professional lover at all. I think then through the years, you learn that people has an attraction for others without logical sense. I have my reality every day. I try to look the best I can for them. Of course, I don't want to, but I'm a skinny guy and I'm not even a young guy anymore. And I believe that through the years, the respect I have for them and the respect maybe they have for me is everything about. It's not a question to what is the formula and then you are building through the years to make people following you or you stay with the people that are still there. I believe and they know I love them. That's all about.
Were you as successful with girls when you were a little boy? The young
I try. I always been a flirting guy. I like flirt.
You like
I flirt with you.
Yeah, I know you
The first time I met you, I flirted with you. But I flirt naturally.
Yeah.
I think it's great to flirt. Not in my position, to flirt in any position. I mean, when you wake up in the morning and you flirt with life, and you go and you wake up and you drive in your car and you start flirting and your brain's keeping flirting. And people will say, man, Julio, you don't have any problems. We have problems. I think we have all the same problems in a basic things. Maybe, of course, the opportunities of the lights are stronger for the people in public, but the opportunities for flirting are the same. So that people that now are at home watching the program, they say, okay, but Julio is a singer and, you know, he goes play by place and I have to be here and tomorrow I have to work and wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's a different attitude. I will tell him then, that doesn't mean anything to flirt. If you wake up in the morning with a sense, then he's going to do something attractive. And he's going to, even if he has a work, then he doesn't like very much. He has to put that emphasis in his life to make that balance stronger. I believe that people has always opportunities to be better and to flirt with life. Except the people who has bad health or bad whatever, which happens also in the best of us, you know. You look very good, but maybe you are not so good inside.
So you mean the secret of communication is to flirt?
No. Flirting is a way to be much more content with yourself. Communicate with people is much more important.
A lot of superstars, they seem to have, even though they have everything, they have a complicated life, self-destructive, but you seem to be a very healthy guy.
No,
is that right?
Well, I'm healthy. I'm free.
What do you mean?
Free means I don't have any addiction. I don't even take caffeine. I don't take cigarettes.
You never drink coffee?
No. I don't take the caffeine.
If you're tired and you're going to sing, what do you do?
Well, I just have my discipline, my exercises. You cannot... It's difficult to explain to the kids that because I've been a kid also and I've been escaping sometimes and crazy.
In what way?
In every way, in every sense, like them. And they've been different than they have been. But there is a discipline in life has been much more in command of my heart and brains than my indiscipline. So I've been always rational enough to understand that my survival will be through the discipline and the strength of my life. That's why still at my age, I'm able to go from Finland to China. Every day I'm singing today in Stockholm, and this week I will be singing in Portugal, and next week I will be singing in Shanghai in China. So it's because the discipline has a good strength in my life, But there is much. Ask me.
Let's talk about your or my favorite subjects: wine, women, and song. Which do you prefer? You decide. We can talk about everyone.
No, but you know, wine. I adore wine.
Yeah, you adore wine. How often do you drink wine?
Every single night.
Really?
Yeah, quite every single night.
Is that good for you?
Well, I drink a glass of wine. I don't drink. I am not an alcoholic at all. Just to taste the wine and to choose the right wine for the right food. That's the only privilege maybe I have for the wine, because I don't drink nothing else than that.
Which wine do you prefer, red or white?
Red.
Red wine.
Red always, yes. It depends also on the food, but normally 99% of the times red.
You collect wine,
I collect
don't you?
wines. Yes.
How many bottles?
You made me collect wine.
Yeah, I remember.
I pay my bottles of wine, and can't thank you for that. And and I pay in very cheap way. The good attraction of wines is when you can buy them for a good market. You know, when you buy a bottle of wine for $10, and after 15 years it's $200, $300, $400. That's a great thing. I collect wines for 30 years, and I don't regret nothing, because I learn a lot from wine. Better conversations, better friends, healthier situations. I recommend, and also Sweden is a country which understands a lot about wines. It's a master of wine, Sweden.
Yeah.
It's a country which has been always supporting very much the wines, and he loves wine, Sweden. It's one of the best connoisseur countries in the world of wine, Sweden.
You think so?
Oh, yes, yes,
Wow.
yes. No, everybody knows that.
What do you think about a cold glass of champagne to celebrate something? Do you drink that as well?
Well, it depends on the day. Yes, it's okay. It's okay once in a while. It's okay. You like champagne?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it makes you a little...
Tipsy. Whipsy tipsy.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
What about women? You're happily married now.
I'm not married. I have a girlfriend for 8 years, which is such an incredible companion in my life. And we have a baby with 1 year old, and she's pregnant again.
How is that, having a little baby now?
Like a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Like...
Are you, Julio, are you the kind of father, the modern father that changes diapers and stuff like that?
No. Unfortunately, I was not born with that quality of that father, you know. Then I confess that, and I've never been like this, but I'm very grateful what happened to me at my age. Even I always confess when they ask me what about my other 3 kids, Enrique, Julio, and Charlie, when they already are mature, being adults. And I confess I've never been a good father for them, because I was always escaping and going place by place. Even now, but now it's much more comfortable. The reason why Michael, my girlfriend, is not here now is because she's really in the bad month of pregnancy, you know, when it's very dangerous.
Yes, yes.
But next week, they're coming with me to China for a month.
Oh, they're coming to China.
Yeah.
And you're going to have the next child in
March.
In March. You're excited?
It's like a new family, you know. Life gave me another opportunity, and I'm very grateful also for that, because I respect much more maternity. I respect much more life. I'm very concerned about the kids. You know, I've been always working for the kids for the last 12 years with the United Nations as an ambassador and visiting the campus. But now, with all, of course, it's easy for me. You know, I dress very well. They give me everything, and it's very easy for me to take care of that things. But now with my kids, my new kids, I understand much more everything that the poor mummies, then they have 4 or 5 kids, and they have to attend to the kids, and they're screaming, and they have sickness. And Sweden, by the way, is between the three countries who help the most the kids all over the world. So this is a great big applause for you, because your country helps the kids very, very much. And also, you don't have problems with kids. You have natural problems like every family, but you don't have that strength to see your kids without education, without health, without doctor, without nothing. And that's made your countries, Scandinavians in general, strong countries, very strong countries.
A lot of people, now we're going to talk about song, wine, women, and song. A lot of people say that you have matured, your voice is matured, that you keep developing your voice. Is that right?
I'm a good singer now, one of the best in the world. I was a very bad singer.
You were a very bad singer.
I was a bad singer.
What do you do what do you do to improve your voice?
You see, there is people who has an opportunity in life, and they have that sense of that little talent to develop something in your life, and they believe in talent is everything. And there is another people who has just less talent, maybe, no, for sure, and they work hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in different languages, whatever it is. I talk about singers or talk about tennis players, whatever it is. I start to believe then my profession was a gift from life, suddenly, an accident.
After your accident?
After my accident. And I start to be just a charming guy, you know, with the guitar and singing the songs and try to charm people. Finally, I went to America, United States, and I started to sing with the biggest singers in the world. It's the Sinatra, Sting.
What did your parents say when you, after the accident, you had a very serious car accident, and you were a professional football player or soccer player?
I was a bad player, too. I was a bad player.
You were a bad player?
I played with a good team.
Real Madrid?
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But I was a bad player. I was not a good player. So I just believed that without the accident, I would never be a good football player. So I was better my accident, because it changed completely my life in different sense. And I finished my career, quite all my career in law. And I started to write songs and to give to the other singers. And one day I became a singer.
Yeah, becoming a world famous singer, do you keep in touch with your old, for example, childhood friends?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, of course. When I go to my country and I have the opportunities, I come to my concerts and we got dinner after. Of course, it's not a relation like day by day, because
no, of course.
I live in another world. I don't know if I think fortunately. But I keep contact with them, of course, because that faces and that attitude that I never forget through the years. They're my people. They're people.
Because sometimes I wonder, when I see all these super famous people, I wonder, do fame change a person in any way, do you think?
It changed your life in the way of the little details. Means you're moving quicker.
Yeah.
You change of position quickly. But the things happens in your stomach, in your heart, in your brains. If you have that, it's difficult to explain to you that.
I think I understand what you mean, but I'm thinking about, you know, the expression, it's lonely at the top.
No.
Are you familiar with that?
That's
not right?
I don't believe that. I believe in that's an expression by the book. I believe in that beautiful privilege to be in front of people and to be loved for so many people through the years. Give you an attitude much more natural. It puts you in reality all the time. And you live that little fantasy of the lights with a lot generosity. Means you know that it's because, I tell you in the beginning, because of them. 30 years to be in the show business and to be alert physically and psychically, and to have a marriage with the people without divorce is something that you can't forget. And also because I understand deeply through the education of my father and my mother the situations of the others. You know, I came here, I made my rehearsals, everybody's waiting for me. Everybody say, hello, Julio. They look at me with big eyes.
Yes.
And they smile to me, and they say to me, thank you for coming here, or whatever, just a little word.
Yeah,
and
it means a lot.
And more, as much you're growing up, as much you're getting older, as much you appreciate that.
It means more.
It means more.
But can you do daily things as go out only by yourself? No lifeguards, no nothing, just go to the groceries? You don't have a lifeguard?
No.
Bodyguard?
No.
Who can go all by yourself
yes, of
in the
course
streets?
I never had. I always, only sometimes in the concerts there is people to control something, but none. I never had ever in my life.
Wow, so you can go to the groceries?
Yes, I go.
But don't the women get mad?
No,
or?
no, really.
You're not get
The women always,
have a grade.
that legend of women all the time following you, and it looks like people start to believe then that's my reality.
You know, I met a lady once, I have to tell you. Guess what she did? She had a tattoo on her her lower back saying Julio Iglesias.
I did that tattoo to her. It was a good...
You did that tattoo? I asked her and she said, I wish.
No.
Flattered? Flattered?
If God give you a little package, you know?
Yes.
Face, same arms,
Yes.
and you walk in the streets. And people watching you a little more than the others. You feel like with a little privilege, but after you go to the reality of the sense of your life and you go to your room, and there is superficial things that you gain very quickly, but the deepness of life, which is the real love, you don't gain with that little package of to looking a little better. I remember, and I'll never forget, tables with masters.
Tables with
masters,
yes.
With Picasso, with Dali, big long tables in that late 60s, beginning of the 70s. Watching the masters, the eyes, and watching everybody looking at them, beautiful, nice looking people at the table. And all the eyes were straight to Dali, or straight to Picasso, straight to the master. Not nice looking guys, by the way, but master in the eyes.
Yes.
The windows of the eyes, and on television is very important, as you know very well, are the main thing of the relation between that thing that you said, why people looking at you and women, it's not true that. I think you relate with them through the window for your life, and they say yes or no. But no, women, in general, people, when I go on a stage, I don't believe that everybody is a woman. I think that there is a mix between men and women. And that's all about, in the end, when they go to you and you go to them and you marry them for a life.
Julio, we went out in the streets, actually, and asked your fans if they would like to say a question to you.
Yeah.
And they wrote down some questions here.
All right.
Please, have a heart.
Oh, very good. First question.
I hope you can read it, otherwise I will.
Dear Julio, what do you like most of Sweden? Not the weather, I hope. Jane. Well, what I like more about Sweden is the class.
The class?
Of the Swedish people. There is countries who are building through the extremely big potential of the land. And there is countries who are building through the extremely big potential of the people. This, without any doubt, Sweden, is because of the people.
Good answer. That's a good answer.
Okay.
Thank you for that. We take another one. I haven't read them actually yet.
Oh, wait, this is
That was too small.
Funny big one. Julio, my mom doesn't want me to get breast implants. What's your opinion about the plastic surgery?
Oh, that's cute. I remember this girl. She said I shouldn't read it.
I think then if she has the age to understand what she's doing, the mom should understand her very well And if she has the opportunity to have a good doctor and to consult with a good doctor, I believe she will be much happier.
You think so?
I'm sure.
What do you think about this whole plastic surgery business in the world that's just
This is the
expanding?
beginning. This is the beginning.
This is the beginning?
I imagine then 150 years ago, people died at 55 years old, 50 years old.
Yeah.
In the next century, people are going to die 120 years old. To die with the privileges to be so old, and to doesn't have the privilege to take your wrinkles away and to be better even in front of your own mirror in your own life, I think will be stupid. So I believe very much then the plastic surgeons will be in 34 years from now an absolutely need for
and totally
everybody.
normal. Yeah.
It will be total normal for everybody because the longevity of people will be amazing. I'm so unhappy because I was born in this century. I should tell you this.
You are. But you may come back in your next life.
I hope so.
Talking about life, my life, Julio, my life. We're going to have a little lottery on your greatest hits.
Well, it's not a bad album. It took me 30 years to do it.
I know, and it's 37 songs.
No, it's not the problem. It's okay. Boom, good.
I was thinking we should end this interview. I would ask you something. Would you do this for me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, put a pen here. I was thinking maybe you should write my... I can't let you do my tattoo, but I would like you to write your autograph on my arm.
I do that because I know you're going to have a shower immediately.
I'm not going to have a shower. No, I'm not going to take this off.
Yeah, Anika, I know.
I'm going to the tattoo man afterwards.
Anika, you are...
Crazy about you.
No. You're a good mommy and a good host.
What's the last thing you do before you go out on stage?
I thank my life.
You pray to God?
I pray to life, which is God.
Thank you so much, Julio. It was super nice having you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.